Are you sitting somewhere dark? Because you ought to be. I feel like ghost stories ought to be told in the dark. So if you're inside, turn off the lights, you know, like that. If you're outside on a mobile device, go find a shadow to stand in. Ghost stories are better when it's dark. I've believed in ghosts all my life, and I love telling ghost stories. And I feel like I've just got so many good ones, and I've often thought that maybe I should record them in a book or something somewhere, but you know, what good is that? Eventually they're going to disappear from my head. So I thought I would share them with you. I had quite a few, so this will be the first in like a wee series of spooky ghost stories. And they're all true ghost stories, and I don't care if you think I'm insane afterwards. You're allowed to believe in or not believe in ghosts if you want. I believe in ghosts because I've had so many weird experiences. I've had so many strange experiences, and the only way that I can explain the things that I've seen, heard, otherwise experienced would be to say, oh, I guess I just momentarily went mad. I just went insane for a moment there. Oh, I was just seeing things. I don't know, some things just can't be explained. And I like that kind of stuff. So I thought a good way to start my little ghost story series would be to start with my first ever ghost story. The earliest one I could remember from when I was 7 years old. Now, my stepmother's late mother owned a small stone cottage in this little township called Middlemarch, which is kind of basically nowhere. It's the tiniest, weirdest little villagist. It's really tiny. It's in Otago in New Zealand. Quite rural. Anyway, this was a very cute, very old stone cottage, you know, with like the copper out the back and everything, and a fireplace, and really nice, just a lovely, lovely place. We would go there every now and then and spend a couple of nights or whatever. But honestly, I really don't know what it was about that place and me. Like, I don't know if it was a coincidence or something, but every time I went there as a child, I would feel really unsettled and really uncomfortable. I would so often have like huge panic attacks, like just meltdowns by myself, or I would throw up, I would get sick. Like, I don't know. It's a beautiful spot and a lovely place, and every time I went there, I was just... And I haven't told anybody in my family this story because they'd probably think I was crazy, but they probably think that anyway. So when I was 7 years old, the first of my two half-sisters had just been born. I was sleeping one night in the living room with the fire crackling away, and there was one bed in there, so there was me falling asleep, and my baby half-sister was asleep in a little baby basket thing on the other side of the room. It was very dark, and I remember watching as this, from one like darkened corner of the room, this cloud came out of the corner, and it was kind of like a colourful swirling cloud. Now, I was awake and I remember seeing this, and I remember what it looked like, and I watched this cloud emerge from the corner, and it sort of wafted over towards me and hung over my bed. It felt like a presence. It felt like something was watching me. So I tucked my 7-year-old self under the covers and went, "Go away!" And I sort of peeked out and watched as it drifted away from me and wafted over towards my wee baby sister, and it was sort of leaning almost, if you can imagine a cloud leaning over her baby basket. It was like it was looking at her, and I hissed at this thing, "Leave her alone, you leave her alone." And it did, and then it drifted back across the room, back over towards me again. I was very scared, because I mean, I've never seen a colourful floating cloud before as a 7-year-old. I've never seen one since. And I hissed again at this thing, you know, "Go back where you came from, just leave me alone, go back where you came from." And then I watched it drift back across the room into its corner where it vanished. And that was that story. I've told that story so many times, and it's not really scary like it was scary at the time, but I don't actually feel like that wasn't a bad scary ghost. I mean, ghosts are just dead people, right? People aren't something to be, well, it depends on the person, but generally you shouldn't be scared of people in the way that people are scared of ghosts. And I did tell that story to a medium quite a few years ago, maybe like 12 years ago, and he said that he thought the story was very interesting. He said that it was interesting because it was coloured ghosts, and he said because the spirit seemed to be colourful, he said it was almost definitely like a friendly presence. not something to be afraid of. So that's probably that was my first ever ghostly experience, but it was also definitely the nicest. All the other spooky ghost stories I've got from thereafter, and I have a lot, like I said, I could fill a book with spooky ghost stories, are a lot darker and scarier, and even just thinking about some of them make me feel really uncomfortable. So there's something to look forward to. And from now on you can expect some more spooky ghost stories from me. Best listened to on a winter's night like this one here, on a cold, dark, stormy night. Well, I hope you enjoyed my wee story, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back soon with some more stories for you. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I do put out 2 new videos every week, and that would be grand. Please, by all means, share with me your own personal ghost stories. If you've got anything that's happened to you, or anything that you know has happened to somebody else, someone you know, or something you've overheard, because I love that sort of thing. I love hearing that sort of thing. So please do share. It'll be fun. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.